Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Round 10 edition of the Football Town Show. And first up, we see Lachlan Campbell's Mickleham FC go up against Nicholas Silvestri, who's in form for Ashburton. Then in an absolute blockbuster clash, Ali Redzepovic leads his Metropolitan FC over Maxi Avram and the Vic Vipers, who will look to kickstart their campaign to climb in the top four. Then current champions Pascoe Vale FC will go up against the hungry Hume FC, who look to close the gap at Metropolitan on the top of the table. And then a great return for Fitzroy. Mark Capsey Burden, the former New Zealand international outdoor player, he lines up against Josh Slovacek's CF Brunswick. In the next game, Mauricio Novak, who's hitting a rich vein of form, will go up against Alex Kobos Essendon, who are flailing at the bottom of the ladder. Eric Hamray, who's an informed striker for Brimbank, will look to cause more headaches for Darren Saban's Moreland FC. Taking a look at last week's results, Brimbank had a severe loss against Metropolitan FC. Carlton and Pascoe Vale claimed easier wins, while Fitzroy managed to overcome Moreland in a tight one, as did Hume over Mickleham in match of the round. The Vic Vipers and Ashburton will be played on a later date. The first game to kick off round 10 saw Mickleham FC, who were sitting in the bottom four, go up against Ashburton FC, who were looking to consolidate their place in the top four. And you can see how much Ashburton wanted it. Nicholas Silvestri scoring the opening goal in the first few minutes, and Mohamed Al-Gharabi's beautiful ball from defence floated beautifully to Mateo Roca, who is creeping closer to the top of the goal scorers chart. Leading 2-0, Ashburton's confidence was sky high, and Andrea Farina hit the crossbar with an audacious shot. And when Mateo Roca allowed Iggy Filipovic to run away from him on the halfway line, and the Mickleham hardman reduced the deficit to 2-1. Mateo Roca tried hard to make up for his earlier mistake, but Stephen Cosvan was on his game. Mickleham striving for an equaliser, almost had it as Kazimaj Boo was left unmarked in the D, but Ashburton would go ahead 2-1 at the break. Just like the start of the first half, Ashburton were off to a flyer with one of the goal of the week contenders through Lorenzo De Paris, and it was soon 4-1 as poor defending allowed Michel Giotta to score unmanned in the D. Nicholas Silvestri and Mateo Roca are forming a fantastic partnership up forward for Ashburton, and they scored yet another goal, making it 5-1. Mickleham, who were looking dumbfounded, found a way back into the game slightly as Vlado Zoric and Phil Robotis linked up for Mickleham's second. When awarded a penalty, Mateo Roca stepped up for Ashburton, making no mistake from the spot. Ashburton kept on ticking. Iggy Filipovic got his second of the game, pulling back the deficit yet again. It seems that a change of keeper for Mickleham worked in their favour, as Ashburton's Con Macros hasn't seen a lot of V-League minutes of late, but it didn't stop Ashburton from scoring. Nicholas Silvestri and Mateo Roca doing the job yet again, the two Italians providing the difference as both scored valuable hat-tricks. Even Mohamed Al-Gharabi, the defender who normally doesn't go past halfway that often, got on the score sheet to make it 9-4. And there was a late consolation goal for Vlado Zoric, who got his third of the game.
Very important 3 points for today for Ashburton, considering your low numbers, and now you cement yourself in the top four. It must be very pleasing.
Yeah, it is. We need to go to the finals, and then so this is a good position. I hope to do, well, and then just get to the finals.
The next game on the card was an absolute blockbuster as two old rivals in Vic Vipers and Metropolitan went head-to-head. The Vipers just outside of the top four in fifth position, looking to creep into the elite positions yet again. Standing in their way was a red-hot Metropolitan, but you wouldn't know that at the start. Jason Barrientos seeming unfazed by the league leaders, putting the Vipers in front 1-0 early on. Poor marking from Miguel Barrigos allowed Dino Redzepovic to get a strike-on goal, but he was denied by the post. But a well-worked move from the Vipers yet again was famously denied by Felipe Blade, pulling off one of the saves of the season, clearing off the line. Looking to go up 2-0, Hepatran was denied by the inside of the post. Felipe Blade getting the save with the outside of the foot yet again. A poor free kick allowed Maxi Avram to construct a swift counter-attack. His through ball fell right to the feet of Kevin Barrientos, and the youngster made no mistake from close range, making it 2-0. If Metropolitan were going to be any chance, they needed a quick goal, and their prayers were answered through Adam Husseini's long-range strike, which somehow found its way through the Vipers' defence. Now with their tails up, Metropolitan found an equaliser. Ali Redzepovic and Alexander Stevanovic, the old combination, linking up. At the start of the second half, the momentum was all with Metropolitan after their late equaliser, and Alexander Stevanovic scored a vital goal after his vital assist, and the giant striker was proving a handful to deal with. Metro, who had scored 3 goals on the bounce, had Vic Vipers on the ropes, and it was another youngster for the Vipers, Gabby Lucena, who answered the call of coach Spiro Kargas. But their joy was really short-lived. Ali Redzepovic getting his second of the game and putting Metropolitan into a valuable lead, keeping them at the top of the table for the moment. Tomo Grigic, who defeated Maxi Avram with ease on the sideline, slotted underneath Kieran Pates late in the game to seal the 3 points. And you could see what it meant there to all the Metropolitan players who had never defeated the Vipers before. And it was all over when Dino Redzepovic scored the sealer, making it 6-3. What a win for Metro.
I am very pleased. We started the game slow once again, but we came back into it. Everyone's contributing, everyone's playing good, doing the job. That's why we be consistent this season.
Fitzroy's first goal of the night League Premiership.
And driven through and a big save there by Manoj.
Simsek! Oh, no, Simsek! They had to try Metro, they had to go for it. So below, there's a run to Paris. Oh, it's a good safety for it.
And Jurka Avdic scores an absolute ripper of a goal. Lascaris knew nothing about that.
Hi, I'm Dana. You're watching the Football Town Show. Go Futsal!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 10's match of the round between Hume FC and Pascoe Vale FC. Both sides sitting in the top 4 with Hume in 3rd, Pascoe Vale in 2nd, all chasing Metropolitan, and 3 big points on the line tonight. Amin Kadad has a standard lineup, no new inclusions to this lineup, only Liam Digby returning after a stint out. While Paul Vidic has included Andre Samoas for his V-League debut in one of the biggest games of their season. Let's go down to the action. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Pascoe Vale taking on Hume. Hume in the black with white shorts and white socks. Pascoe Vale in the yellow, black shorts and black socks. Should be a huge encounter, always is between these two sides. As early on, Harrison will wind up. Ryan Timmins in goal with a good save early on. Harrison's left foot always deadly. Hume taking it up to the Vic Vipers a few weeks ago, losing by 2 goals in a very tough encounter. A little undermanned that day, but today they're going to be looking for it. And Andre Caro will go wide. He drilled it at goal. Sufi was there, couldn't get his chest to it. And it's a chance wasted. Mazuski now, standing over this free kick. He played it wide. Harrison, and that's so close. Ryan Timmins did really well. It wasn't Evangelista, it was actually Evangelista with the block. Early tempo to this game, it's been all Hume. As Palati went wide. Bruno Palati had a very good chance, was unmarked. Scuffed it. Pascoe Vale fought their way back into the game of late. Hume still slightly on top, you'd say. Tankier, Kukula Glue. Oh, great save again by Timmins. Brilliant save by Ryan Timmins. Kukula Glue had that in the corner. Here's Evangelisti. Burst through 2 of them. It comes off Tankier. Baker comes out timidly, and Evangelisti won it, but oh, Baker's clawed it off the line. Fantastic save by this young lad. I don't think it crossed the line as we have another look here. No, Baker does very, very well. Now Palati standing over this one. Caro coming in and taking a touch and whacking it past Baker. Andre Caro special, that goal. And he puts it right into the top corner. Past Baker this time, and Pascoe Vale take the lead. Here's Evangelisti. Kukulgu's shin pad lying on the ground there. Palati. Now Caro right over the top into the arms of Baker. Baker with a long throw. It's cut out by Palati, and now Evangelisti again. He's looking dangerous. Evangelisti! Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Pascoe Vale taking over this game. Rodrigo Evangelisti playing a big part. Hume have to wrestle their way back in here. As it's half time, ladies and gentlemen. Pascoe Vale lead 1-0 through that strike from Andre Caro. Can Hume pick it up in the second half, or will Pascoe Vale run away with it? Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Second half now. Pascoe Vale still leading 1-0. As Palati fighting with it down the line. Kulaglu winning out and dragging Pilardi to the ground. Could have been a foul there. And now Mazurski given too much room, and Vadim Mazurski makes it 1-1. Their prolific striker levelling the scores. Pilardi claiming he was fouled, perhaps had a case, but Mazurski given way too much room, and he took it and finished it. 1-1. Oh, terrible pass there from Sufi. What was he thinking? As here goes Vajovski now. He's 1-on-1 with Pilardi. He goes wide, and Matty Vajovski's put him in front. In a matter of 30 seconds, Hume take the lead through their two gun strikers, Vadim Mazurski and Matty Vajovski. A terrible pass from Sufi to turn it over, and Vajovski says thank you very much. 2-1 the lead now. Mazurski across goal. Kukuloglu! It's 3-1! Hume absolutely blowing Pascoval out of the water. Not sure what Aminkid had said to them at half time, but whatever it was, it's working. Hume taking control. Pascoval have not looked in this game at all, and Harrison's ball is headed in by Mazurski, and Vadim Mazurski gets his second. 4-1 to Hume. Where have Pascoval gone? Great ball from Harrison. Mazurski's header, inch perfect, and it's 4-1. Harrison again. Kukuloglu. Mazurski coming inside, beats Caro. Now Mazurski, 1-2 with Rogovski. It falls to Harrison, cleared by Sufi off the line. Could have very well been 5-1. Wow, good save by Bicester there. Pilardi. Sufi. Cut out by Harrison now. Smashed in there, and now it's Caro. He trips on the ball, and away goes Tankia, who drills it through, and Harrison with a chip. 5-1. And who would have picked this? Pascoval led 1-0 at half-time, and Hume have just smashed in 5 unanswered goals. Good ball from Tankia to split the defence, and a great chip from Harrison. Can Pascoval get anything out of this game? Or will Hume just continue to blow them out of the water? Nutmeg there by Sufi, laid off by Caro. Sufi just putting it wide. Good play from Pascoval, a little nutmeg there, but his shot not even on target. Now Caro, bring the ball back into play. Lays it off Sufi, deflection and off the post. Rashidi's touch became crucial there, taking it onto the post and out for a corner. Evangelisti. Sufi. Oh, Sufi's just given up here. Now Mazurski. Rashidi. Mazurski. It's 6-1. Sofian Sufi acknowledging his error. I think he may have thought the ball was gone. Mazurski came from nowhere. Pinched it, and well, Hume have demolished Pascoval today. Mazurski now with a hat-trick. It's Kukuloglu. Plays the ball through now. It's Parlak, who's come on for a 2-minute cameo. Was once upon a time a big part of the lineup, and now Mazurski driving through. Parlak across. Mazurski scuffing that. Harrison looking for the back post, and again, and now Mazurski tripping on it. Parlak and Mazurski scuffing his shot. Errors everywhere. It looks like there's been a penalty given now. Pilardi went through there. Baker with a save. Caro put his body in the way, and Harrison bringing him down. So here's Caro's penalty now after the whistle. Andre Caro putting it away, completing his brace, but it'll be nowhere near enough. Pascoval go down. Hume recording their first ever win over their great rival. What a win from this Hume Futsal Club. Can they go all the way this season? Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen.
Extremely proud. These are the games that are going to dictate who the title contenders are, and I think we've told everyone out there now that we're serious about this season, just like we were serious last season. We've always had difficulties beating Pascoval, and this is the first time we've beat them in our 6 seasons in the V-League. So
last season you probably should have beaten them. You drew.
Yep, we've never been able to beat them, and I've told the boys if we want to be the best, we've got to beat the best, and that's the only way we're going to do it.
Absolute stunner down the line. Hurling effort there from his arm. Kept out by Quaffo. That's a brilliant goal. What an introduction. about 10 seconds. And he flicked it through the legs of John Italia. Ben Monteleone dinks it over Jimmy Brennan, and it's 3-0. Oh, Fuska. Lovely save by Digby.
Hi, I'm Ruby. You're watching the Football Town Show. Go Futsal!
Welcome back to the Football Town Show, ladies and gentlemen, where we wrap up the final clashes of round 10. And the next game on the card saw Fitzroy FC, a star-studded Fitzroy FC, go up against CF Brunswick, who have slipped down the ladder in the recent weeks due to a lack of form. The young Fitzroy side have recruited three big names, Mark Burton, Fernando De Moraes and Andres Cardenas, but it was young Ilhan Altuntas that gave Fitzroy a valuable 1-0 lead. Brunswick tried to hit back immediately through Cameron Holmes, but his strike just missed the post. Clint McGoy and Felipe Tadashi, two off-season signings, almost linked up for the opener. It was Clint McGoy on his second time lucky, scored with a delightful run in the D from a corner, and it was soon a well-deserved 1-1 scoreline. Fitzroy, who play a beautiful counter-attacking game, did it to great effect. Young Ben Monteleone, the beneficiary of a failed save from Brendan Chen, gave Fitzroy a 2-1 lead at half-time. To open the second half, it was Ben Monteleone again. Poor marking from Brunswick allowed the young striker to hit top corner past Brendan Chen, giving him no chance. Some brilliant ball work on the sideline by Fernando De Moraes set up a goal for Joe Monteleone. Fitzroy were now looking comfortable at 4-1. Time quickly running out, Brunswick needed an answer, and Clint McGoy came close yet again, hitting the outside of the right post, beating keeper Jack Zilli. Just when Brunswick were coming, the old heads from Fitzroy calmed it down. Fernando De Moraes and Mark Burton getting involved in one of the goals of the week. Every player on the Fitzroy side touching the ball, allowing Altuntas to get his second. It just wasn't going to be Brunswick's night. Cameron Holmes hitting the post for the third time for Brunswick. And the cherry on the Fitzroy cake was added by Andres Cardenas, who scored the final goal in the 6-1 result.
No, it wasn't. It was a really tough game, actually. But we've, in the past weeks, we've been copping a few easy goals. So in training, been focusing on our defence a lot. And I think with Fernando, Todd, and Andres' help, we've been able to fix that problem up in the show tonight. We only copped a single goal.
The result of the next game was going to have a massive effect on the relegation zone, as bottom-placed FC Essendon took on 8th-placed FC Carlton. Carlton, who had found some good form of late, didn't get off to the best start. Alex Cobo allowed to shoot into an empty net, while the keeper, Jose Smith, was worried about blocking the Essendon player on the sideline. FC Carlton's go-to man, Charles Najab, was close to equalising, but the keeper, Hassan Farah, was on his game. And it was 2 saves in a row for Farah, who just got a fingertip to Stephen Gustus' shot. A cheeky dink in the D by Kobe Boheen had Jose Smith completely beaten, but went over the crossbar. And after continuous pressure on the Essendon goal, first game up, Paul Montagna broke through with his first strike of the game, equalising at 1-1. Hayden Kanjo, who'd come off the bench, had an immediate impact, setting up Paul Montagna for his second of the game, and they were soon leading 2-1 at half-time. To start the second half, Essendon were desperate to reclaim the lead, Joaquin Jimenez missing an open goal there. When a loose ball fell to Hayden Kanjo, his strike had Hassan Farah beat at the near post, but his strike was off target. In a half that there weren't many clear-cut chances, captain Alex Cobo wouldn't have a better chance to equalise from the penalty spot, but luckily the Carlton keeper, Garcia, was up to the task and denied him at the near post. It was a match-winning move by Garcia, Sinead Aiden hitting the outside of the post in the narrow 2-1 win.
There's a few things I think we've got to work out, but there's no reason that this team isn't a top 8 team and could be competing for championship or anything in the future. So yeah, very good performance.
In the last clash of the night, relegation threatened Moreland FC went up against high-flying Brimbank, who were up in 6th position. Some may have thought Brimbank were overachieving, but they've really got their squad together and their tactics right. Their forward and defensive combinations all linking well and producing. It was no wonder that they went 1-0 ahead through Mark Borchert, the captain for this brilliant Brimbank side. A poor throw from keeper John Italia was intercepted by Sebastian Ingrosso, and Ivan Franich's strike deflected off Admir Kapela's boot for the equaliser. In the last play of the half, first gamer Andrew LePage hit the outside of the post where it remained 1-1. An error in the defence for Moreland allowed Brimbank to score their second goal of the game. Adam Alasevich, the beneficiary, putting Brimbank into the 2-1 lead. Normally a very solid unit in defence, Moreland was caught out yet again. Ivan Zilic and Adam Alasevich, the key forward pairing for this Brimbank side, linked up for another goal this time extending the lead to 3-1. But Moreland hit back almost immediately with a well-worked corner, Sebastian Ingrosso reducing the deficit to 1 goal yet again. Ivan Zilic, who has provided a handful to deal with for the Moreland defence, got another through ball to Alicevic, the second goal that these two have combined for the game. Brimbank, who had regained their 2-goal lead, were striving to really put Moreland away, giving them no chance to come back. Ivan Zilic finally getting his first goal of the game. Moreland looked like they had given up in all facets of the game. Ivan Zilic doing as he pleased, setting up Borchers for his second. The 40-year-old custodian still showing he is a force to be reckoned with in the V-League. With a margin of 5 goals, Brimbank had a licence to do as they plead. Ivan Zilic getting his second of the half and the game. Was upset with some of the defensive tactics of Moreland and he received a yellow card for his trouble. But that was a small blemish on what was otherwise a flawless performance from Brimbank. Adam Alicevic, the man of the match, getting his 4th of the game.
Yeah, well, it was all fitness, I reckon. Their fitness was good first half. They came out strong. Their passing was better. And they kind of died out second half, so we were up the whole game. So. Yeah.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, as we step closer to the halfway point of the season. It was a welcome return for Mark Capsey-Burton, whose Fitzroy got a valuable win and climbed higher up the ladder. Also joining them on the winners list were Ashburton over Mickleham, Metropolitan a rare win over the Vipers, and Hume with the upset of the season over Pascoe Vale, while FC Carlton and Brimbank managed to maintain their place in the top 8. As we have a look at the round 10 standings, Metropolitan are clearly on top, 5 points over Pascoe Vale. Hume and Ashburton close the gap on the current champions to 1 point. Fitzroy and Carlton sneak into the top 8, while Brunswick, Mickleham, Moreland and Essendon are all in that direct relegation zone. Taking a look at the top goal scorers now, Tomo Grigic manages to stay on top for another week, 1 goal above Adam Alicevic, followed by Alia Redzepovic and Matty Vrajovski on 17, and Matteo Rocca, the giant Italian from Ashburton, sneaks into the top 5 on 13. As we take a look at the clashes for next week, Ashburton and Pascoe Vale is a game not to be missed. The winner there will surely heighten their chances of winning the title this season. CF Brunswick and FC Essendon is also one not to miss, as the loser of that clash will surely creep closer to relegation. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Let's go to Goal of the Week.